They're the biggest ethnic minority that we have in Italy, and people don't understand how much of a contribution they have made to Italy. Today's Italy, not Italy before Garibaldi. Even though the Italy before Garibaldi, they was the Arbereshe in the south of Italy were the main protagonists. You don't know this, but I can assure you. So, let's talk about Garibaldi. Now, Garibaldi, the guy, that Freemason from the north, who unified Italy, could never have united Italy without the Arbereshe of the south. It was the Arbereshe of Sicily and Calabria who enabled Garibaldi to embark on this unification. They helped him out, and they were part of his campaign, actually, because what it was is the Arbereshe had a lot of connections in Italy. In the south of Italy, it was the Arbereshe connection. The Italian Albanians, basically. Yeah, they're Italian Albanians, just like me. And they had all the connections. They had all the mafia connections. They ran everything. They ran the whole thing because they were in control of everything down there. All right? So what Garibaldi did, he reached out to the Arbereshe. He said, hey, help me out. I mean, help me out because I need to unify Italy. And then the Arbereshe said to him, yeah, what's in it for me? And then he said, well, there will be something in it for you. But this is the problem. This is the problem what happened. And this is the conflict that took place during unification. And that's why there was much bloodshed, even amongst the Arbereshe people, because you see, some of the Arbereshe were pro-unification, but many Arbereshe were still loyal to the King of Naples and the old ways, you know what I mean, under the Spanish rule. I mean, you know, the monarchy of Aragon, the Kingdom of Aragon, and the Bourbons, and they were still loyal to Naples. And Arbereshe actually ended up killing Arbereshe in the process. So during unification, there was a lot of bloodshed between Arbereshe and Arbereshe of the south, because many Arbereshe were against unification. And that's where you get all the Arbereshe Briganti, the Arbereshe Men of Honor, the Arbereshe Bandits, the Arbereshe Killers, basically, who tried to kill off the Piemontesi, you know, the House of Savoy from the north, the monarchies of the north, who wanted to take over the south. And it was a big conflict, and it still hasn't healed even today, because there's still, you know, between Arbereshe, even today, there's some people are pro and some people are against. And what I'm trying to say is that unification could never have happened without the Arbereshe people, the Italian Albanians who have been there 500 years, who came to Italy during Ottoman occupation of the South Balkans, and they settled in the south of Italy. And why did they settle there in the south of Italy? Why? Ask why. Because the King of Naples had good relationships with Skanderbeg. And the King of Naples owned the south of Italy, belonged to him. He was a sort of a vassal for the Kingdom of Aragon, which is in Spain, you know. And he was a sort of a vassal. He had good relationships with Skanderbeg, because on many occasions Skanderbeg sent soldiers to Naples to help the king fight off his enemies. You know, he had enemies, and many people received lands in Italy, Italy. In the south, in the Kingdom of Naples, because of the King of Naples. Nothing to do with Italy. Nothing to do with Italy. Nothing to do with Rome. Rome didn't exist. I mean, Rome at that time was non-existent in the south of Italy. I'm not talking about the Roman Empire. I'm talking about during the Vatican. Rome was actually under the Vatican, the whole of Rome. It was the Vatican state. Not just Rome, but all of Lazio. And in the north, you had different principalities. You had Pisa, you had Livorno, you had